Okay. What's up, YouTube world? It's your man Blue Sense. And today I'm gonna talk about you about to fly overseas for the first time. Yup, y'all getting ready for that vacation. This is the time of the year that y'all booking them. And you ain't got the luggage for it. And you sitting around, you like, what I need to get up when I get overseas. I never flew overseas, I just been riding around, put my stuff in a gym bag or a duffel bag and ride down the road or get on a plane from, Florida to New York or places like that. But I'm here to give you a little bit of insight. When I make videos, they're pretty much timeless. So if you watch this video in 2004 to apply to 2007, 8, 9, 10, I try to make videos one time so they're out there in the world so people can see them. But the first thing I'm going to talk about, if you're flying to Europe to see your family member that lives in Europe, they might be working in Europe, and you say, hey, I'm in London, hop and skip and the jump, we'll fly to Paris. Well, what they won't tell you, and some people will not tell you, is European luggage is a little bit smaller in what they use. So their carry-ons are very small. Like, they're not American carry-on. American, we do things a little bit bigger. Europeans, they do things a little bit smaller. But even though they got great quality, great fashion, all that stuff, love the European people. No matter black, white, green, gray, I love them. But I would say this American Tourister is the right size that you need for a carry-on. And you can go onto the websites before you get overseas, but I always recommend that you get a good small carry-on if you're going overseas. A big carry-on, and I'm gonna show you the difference in them. But the first one up, this is American Tourister. I always do my lock and my tag the same color. I just use orange. It's not even my favorite color, but I know when it comes off a conveyor belt, most of the time when you see these international flights, they have a lot of luggage. People have a lot. I mean, so much luggage to make you tired. But this bag right here is very narrow. When you flying on Ryanair or EasyJet or British Airways, they're small planes, you cannot open these up and put stuff in them because they will not fit in your carry-on. They're not going to play with you. This little bag, you be paying $30, $40 to put it under the plane. And you don't want to do that. So first of all, you can't open it up to get you more depth in the bag because this right here is barely enough to fit in one of those little squares that they use. But like I said, if somebody would have told me that, I would have had purchased this one instead of buying a medium bag. The next one up, I always would recommend Samsonite. Samsonite is probably the best suitcase brand that you can buy, in my opinion. You can buy Louis Vuitton and all those other very expensive bags, but Samsonite is probably one of the best. We had this bag for over 20 some years, and you can't go wrong with them. They're durable. They're hard to break. This bag done been pretty much everywhere. It traveled probably more than me. But Samsonite carry-on bags, you got to be careful because sometimes they're a little bit too big for the overhead for international flights. So, like I said, I'm just giving you some information so when you go traveling overseas, that you won't be shocked that if they had to put it under the plane, that they're going to charge you 30 and 40 pounds to put it under the plane. The next one, I consider like an obsolete bag. A medium bag to me is obsolete because if you go to, like Costco's or BJ's or Walmart, just opt for the small bag and the bigger bag, a large. So this is a medium, opt for a large bag. So this is a large bag. You can see, you can see the difference in the large bag. Always opt for a larger bag. if you can. Now, if you catch it on sale and it's dirt cheap and you want matching luggage, I understand. But this American Tourister, I got it from Walmart. This one, if this was my American Tourister bag, this one will cost me $100, and this one will cost me $109. You better off just buying the bag that's, you know, 109 compared to the 100, because in Europe you'll be able to use these bags and you won't have any issue with them. Like I said, once you put it on the plane, all that you got to do is worry about the weight. And this right here would be a lifesaver. This is just something to weigh your bag. You get these from like $9 off of Amazon. This is a must. This is a must. Before you even buy a bag, make sure you have this. This is gonna save you, especially if you go to like Paris. Paris have like colognes and stuff like that I like. They also have good fashion in Paris. If you go to Paris and you don't have one of these and you fill your bag up to capacity and you don't know how much your bag weighs, you get to the airport, they will make you buy one of these. This is how we obtain this, is because we went to Ireland buying souvenirs and gifts and stuff like that. The bag was overweight. We had to get this. This is like an iFly. I don't even know the brand. But we had to purchase this bag, and if we would have had this with us, which I left, we would have known what our bag weighed, what we could take. You can kind of maneuver around and put it in your book bag. I always carry a book bag when I fly overseas, or if I travel. I always travel with a book bag, you know, especially if you're not in a car and you're in a plane or train. Always carry your book bag. But that's the reason I say I would never do another medium bag, because the medium bag and the large bag, almost the same price, but you're getting a little bit more room in the large bag, and that'll suffice if you're traveling overseas. Now, this is a medium bag, a large bag, and this is an extra large bag. This extra large bag is a 100-pound bag. So it'll carry 100 pounds easily. It's a little bit bigger than the large, but what I like about the extra large bag, if you're traveling to, you know, maybe see somebody in the United States, this is all you need to carry. You don't need to carry a carry-on and all that. Say if you're flying from Florida to California, you can easily live out this suitcase for a whole month and never have an issue. And you know, they expand, but this Samsonite right here, and it's very light. And that's another thing too. You got to be careful on the heaviness of a bag, a suitcase. I say bag, suitcase, but you understand what I'm saying. This one is almost like a couple, you know, maybe a pound or 2 pounds, maybe 5 pounds heavier than this one. And this is an extra large. And that's another thing about Samsonite, they come lighter, so you're able to put more in them. And you might think 5 pounds is not a lot, but when you only got a 50-pound capacity for them to give you, you know, for what you can put under the plane, you really don't never want to go over that, because like I said, when you go over Europe, the pounds start adding up, especially if you're an American going overseas. You don't really realize the dollar and the pound is a little bit different. So yeah, it might be 30 pounds, but in American money, that might be $43, something like that. So you got to be careful. You got to be careful with that, and don't allow yourself to go overweight. That's why this come in handy. You know, like I said, this is a lifesaver, especially for traveling. But I'm gonna show you 2 other items, and then I'm gonna let you go for the day. Like I said, this right here is a passport holder. This goes around your waist. So if you stick it in the hole like that, this goes around your waist under your shirt. Some countries you're gonna go into, they pickpocket. I'm not going to tell you which countries. I'm not going to do that because, you know, I love, you know, going overseas. So none of them are bad to me, but you might want to use one of these just in case to carry your passport and stuff like that. And you can get these off of Amazon. I don't know exactly, you know, I'll show you what the name is and you can look it up. I don't, you know, it's like an anti-theft thing, but I recommend these. Last but not least, a collapsible toiletry bag. You can get the good leather ones, but I like the ones that collapse. So if you overseas and you overweight, you can throw away your toothbrush, toothpaste, stuff like that. If you take your own shampoo bottles and stuff like that, you can pour all that stuff out and this bag will collapse down to a smaller size. And I got this one off of Amazon. As you can see the name, Zemo. But this one works very well. And another thing too, if you can, get you a bag with double zippers. If you get the one that has the one zipper down the middle, those tend to break a lot. The zipper break and now you can't open it. And so that's my video for today. I hope that you have a wonderful vacation or trip to Europe, or like I say, even if you're going to Jamaica, with, you know, Jamaica like my second home, I always go to Jamaica. Or if you like going to, you know, the Bahamas, you know, I love Scotland. I think that's the most beautiful place on the earth, especially the rolling hills of Scotland. If you've never seen it, it's like something out of a cartoon like Teletubbies or something, where the hills just roll, beautiful grass. I love Ireland. I love Germany, you know, Paris. I love traveling. You know, Canada. You know, get out, have an adventure, but just make sure that you're getting the right stuff so you don't have to buy it again and again and again. Like I say, try to stay away from cloth bags because they will get wet. If you got electronics, computers in there, they could get damaged. Now, again, I'm not telling you what your money can buy, but I'm telling you, if you had the money and you say, hey, I'm gonna buy this for my first time going, and I don't have any luggage, you know, and you know, this is a trip for you and your old lady, or you and your wife, or you and your boo, or whatever you want to say. These are the products that I recommend that you carry overseas. And you know, I always say when you're traveling, travel with a bag. You know, this is a pack safe. It has a locking mechanism in it, so you can lock it when you're traveling. You will get pickpocketed. Certain countries you go into, like I said again, I'm not naming them, but you need a safe bag. But if you like this video, give me the thumbs up, share, sub, or subscribe as they would say, and y'all have a wonderful day.